all the audience concentration on me here, not there, here, there. So whenever I make a presentation, nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. Nobody's doing something other things other than looking at me, right? Okay. Thank you for your time and patience. Let me present our second research project. Let me go back. Our second research project is about impulsive ordering behavior. Impulsive ordering behavior in luxury restaurants is much more interesting than the previous one. Okay, all right, I did. Okay, let me start. The beginning point of our second research project is this concept. This concept, impulsive buying behavior. Impulsive buying behavior. First, let me present the definition of this concept first. Impulsive buying behavior is different from planned buying behavior. Planned buying behavior and impulsive buying behavior. Impulsive buying behavior is defined as a sudden and immediate purchase with no pre-shopping intentions. No pre-shopping intentions. Let me give you an example. For instance, if you are going to Walmart in order to buy some potatoes. However, when you arrive at the Walmart, inside the Walmart is very, very active. There are so many different types of groceries. So, you are buying some chocolate and candies, cookies, because it seems like it's very tasty and it seems like very, sweet. So, and also you are buying some T-shirts because it seems like gorgeous and pretty without any prior plan. Also, you are buying some milk because you are thirsty. In this case, you purchased potatoes. It is planned buying behavior. It's not an impulsive buying behavior. However, you purchased the chocolate candies and the T-shirts, milk through the impulsive buying behavior. Important thing in the consumer behavior research is more than 60%, not 50, more than 60% of total purchases made through the impulsive decision-making. 60%. All the revenues in the retailing business was created through the impulsive buying behavior of the customers. That's the reason why impulsive buying behavior research is important in the consumer behavior research. And this is much more stronger, this is much more important in the luxury restaurant business. Luxury restaurant now. Actually, more than 70% of total orders are taken by impulsive decision making in the restaurant business. It's interesting. So the purpose of our series research is examining the antecedent predictors of impulsive menu ordering in the luxury restaurant business. And according to previous studies and based on our common sense, there could be two predictors of impulsive menu ordering in the luxury restaurant business. First one is menu browsing time, and second one is trust. Think about it. Menu browsing time, yes, it is true. If patrons are browsing menu items longer time, or seems like it's delicious, let me try this one. So, consequently, impulsive menu ordering could be taking place. This is common sense. Also, if the customers have, patrons have a certain type of, high degree of trust on the restaurant's menu items, also impulsive ordering behaviors could be induced. This is common sense. According to previous studies already proved that these are key predictors of impulsive menu ordering. However, the focus of our research is finding predictors of menu browsing time here and predictors of trust. This is the key question of our second research project. Previous studies have proposed five important predictors of menu browsing time. Time available, of course, if the customers have period of time, they can browse the menu items longer time, and it's going to induce menu ordering, impulsive menu ordering. And interesting thing is the second constraint. Physical attractiveness of server, waiter, and waitress. Physical attractiveness of waiter and waitress in the restaurant. It's making sense. Think about it.
Waiter or waitress or the ambience of the restaurant?
Excuse me?
Is that the ambience of the restaurant or the physical attractiveness?
Oh, physical attractiveness of the human beings, only human beings, employees. Think about it. If very beautiful, pretty, waitress is approaching to you and asking the professor, dear professor, you look so gorgeous today, and so why don't you try this one? I'm recommending this menu to you. If you choose, we are feeling some good mood, and then all right. Let me try this one. I deserve it. So impulsive ordering behavior is happening. However, in contrast, very ugly waitress with 100 kilograms, looks like 100 kilograms like this, and approaching to you. How may I take order, please? Hamburger and Coke. That's it. So this is how, yeah, this is interesting. However, previous studies, emphasized importance of physical attributes of, server in the consumer behavior research. And atmosphere and dining environment. Yes, it is true. If the customers, the patrons are seated in a comfortable chair, comfortable table, comfortable mood, nice smells, they are feeling relaxed, and they intend to browse, the menu items longer time, and it's finally induce impulsive menu order. It's interesting. And regarding the second construct, trust, also previous scholars have proposed 5 important the predictors of trust formation in the luxury restaurant business. Of course, satisfaction. Satisfaction already, previous scholars already proved, verified, strongly confirmed. Satisfaction is a key determinant of trust. Advertising, yes, it is true. If the restaurant companies could, present nice advertising in the television or internet website, of course, you could trust the restaurant. And third-party certification is issued by government, university, or other official third parties. It is highly related to the trust formation. Brand places, I told you again, I told you just 15 minutes ago, so I'm not going to explain one more time. And order mouse. So this is how we derived 10 antecedent predictors of menu browsing time and trust here. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hypotheses. As we can see from the proceedings in our zip drive, all these 10, 11, 12 hypotheses are strongly supported by the literature. So strong theoretical background. Here. Oh, so many literature. Our literature is longer than 20 pages. Please read it if you go to your home. Okay. Okay. Now we need to test, our proposed model using the empirical database. I told you internet survey was distributed to the 27,000 customer panels in the United States, and among them, only 2,000 people participated in the survey. Among them, we have selected 379 respondents from the sample. I already explained here. Now we need to talk about confirmatory factor analysis result of our analysis. As you can see from this picture, I'm sorry the numbers are too small, but as you can see, look at his screen here. Also, you can the screens are here. So CFI value is 0.961, IFI is 0.961, and the NFI is 0.919, RMS is 0.047. So this slide is showing us our confirmatory factor analysis is reliable. First, convergent validity first. As you can see from this slide, all the average values are higher than 0.6, indicating strong convergent validity. And discrete validity, as you can see, all these AD values are higher than the scared correlation in this area. So, strong convergent validity. And lastly, as you can see from the bold numbers in the diagonal area, these bold numbers are higher than 0.75. The most smaller one is 0.75. So, strong internal consistency was achieved. So, in conclusion, our measurement scale is a unidimensional. Okay, we also tested our model using the structural equation modeling analysis. Now, in South Korea, structural equation modeling analysis, ACM analysis is very popular. So we have used structural equation modeling analysis 2 times in our research project. As you can see from this, the graphic, among these 5 predictors of menu browsing time, physical attractive server has the most powerful impact on the menu browsing time. So this is very interesting research result. So for the restaurant companies, whenever they hire frontline employees such as waiter, waitress, it is very important to conduct a personal interview to investigate their appearance. Their appearance is important. And also another important, the second important factor is atmosphere. And so restaurant companies must invest money into the investment into the table, comfortable chair, and the decorations, environment, music, something like that. What about the trust? Most important thing, predictors in the trust formation is word of mouth. So this is very important. Yes, so I wrote this practical implication in the conclusion section. The most important thing is using the Facebook marketing, e-blog, and the website. So such kind of e-word of mouth has the biggest impact on the trust formation. And brand publicity is also important factor, 0.295, the second important factor. I already explained marketing strategy for using brand publicity 10 minutes ago, so I'm not going to repeat it again. So, this is our data analysis. However, when I was analyzing this in our proposed model, I was thinking one thing important and one thing interesting. I was thinking, think about it. If the customers, if the patrons have a trust on the restaurant's menu, they could browse menu items longer. In other words, there could be causal relationship between these constructs. So this is our original model, proposed model I told you about 5 minutes ago. And I was thinking by myself, there could be some causal relationship between these two constructs. So I have proposed this second model as a rival model, nested model. So this is our the proposed the original model, null model. And second one is my rival model, nested model. Only difference is this model has the causal relationship between trust and menu browsing time. According to the Bentel and Bonnell in 1980s, whenever we test our nested model, we can use chi-square different tests. Chi-square different test. I calculate chi-square different test. The calculate difference between these two models. The value is 2.59. And the degree of the difference of degree of freedom in these two models is, what is it? The difference of degree of freedom in these models. 3? This model has one more causal relationship. Everything is same. So one more. So the difference of degree of freedom is only one. So let's calculate. Under the 1 degree of freedom, and the threshold value, standard value is 3.84. And what I have calculated, 2.59 is smaller than 3.84. Consequently, in conclusion, chi-square difference was not significant. So statistically, the chi-square difference does not significantly increase under 1 degree of freedom. In other words, more practically, the original model should be better model than the nested model, according to the chi-square difference test. There are so many different methodologies for analyzing these nested models, but according to the chi-square difference test, the original model, this one should be better than the nested model. So let me make a conclusion here. Let me repeat. So according to our data analysis, the physical attractiveness of the server has the most powerful impact on the menu browsing time, and finally it's going to induce the impulsive menu ordering, which is a key factor in the revenue generation. So it is very important to hire physically attractive employees whenever we hire new employees. So it is important to conduct a personal interview with the frontline employees in the hiring process. And then word of mouth and brand presence is a big impact on the trust, and consequently it's going to influence menu browsing time and impulsive menu ordering. So it is very important to take use of e-marketing, e-blog, and brand presence such as marketing strategies. Okay, thank you very much for your time. I have spent already 40 minutes here. Question. Yeah.
I have a question and
Yeah.
a recommendation. Have you ever heard about the Inamo restaurants in London?
Inamo's restaurant in
Yes.
London, in United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The tables are digital. You can have a look at that. The
No.
tables are digital.
Huh?
This is example of unique restaurant.
Aha.
You are calling the waiter from the table, touching the screen,
Aha.
and you are checking the menus from the.
Oh, it's really advanced
You are
technology.
calling a taxi. You are requesting your check from the table.
Wow, it's very unique. She's talking about what is the name of restaurant?
Inamo
restaurant in London, United Kingdom. In the restaurant, we can order everything using the touch the screen, and we can call the taxi or sometimes.
Yeah.
Even, wow, and we can check
If you are
out,
drunk
and we can call my girlfriend to me in the table, something like that. Wow, very unique. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you identify what the luxury restaurant is?
oh yeah, sure.
For example, for me, Hard Rock cafes or Michelin star restaurants. Did you identify them?
Nice question. So she's asking me
Because
what
if
is
I
that?
am poor, I think that maybe McDonald's is a luxury
Is that-
restaurant for
Oh really?
No, it's the same example.
Yeah. The latest question is, what is the definition of a luxury restaurant, right? Yeah. Actually, there are schools, academic definition in our area, in the hospitality area.
Did you give any examples to the?
Yeah, the definition of luxury restaurant is the restaurant which is supplied. The average check size of per person is higher than $35 per person.
Okay.
35. So in the McDonald's, it is impossible to order like a $35. It could be possible because I'm very fat here, yeah. So I can have Big Mac burger like 5 times there. So I can make the check like yeah, right.
Now, how was your wording in your questionnaire?
Excuse me.
How did they apply the questionnaire? Now, did they apply the questionnaire to the real visitors of the restaurants, or they were just like?
Oh, I already explained this, but okay, let me explain one more time. We have used a consumer panel database in the United States. There is a consumer panel database which is composed of.
You had a screening question.
Oh, you sure? Yeah. The first, most important, the first screening question was: have you ever visited a luxury restaurant in the past 3 months? And the definition of luxury restaurant is the average check size higher than $35 for each person. So that's the reason why more than 17,000, 1,700, the respondents were eliminated from the further analysis. I got the question.
You found the poor ones.
Right. Any other questions? All right. Thank you very much for your time and patience. See you at the next time.